Hey folks, Roland here again. This is another recommendation video, but this is a different type of recommendation video. This is a blanket recommendation video where I tell you on a subject, not just a show, that I think you would like. Because some people had asked me, because, you know, the main show in the hot seat deals in capsaicin consumption and it's hot food, peppers, sauces, cake, anything that we can find spicy we will review on the show. And people a lot of the times have been asking, what other shows that deal in similar... That was gross. What other shows that deal in similar subjects do you personally watch and enjoy? So, I came up with a list, and I even subcategorized the list into types of shows that I watch that deal with this type of thing. Now, these are 100% in the order I like them in, so if you're listed last, it means I hate you, and this other group I like in front of you, and no, I'm just kidding. It's in no particular order whatsoever. And if I fail to mention someone here that I do actually like, and you know that I like it in person, and you know that I should have mentioned here, bear in mind, I'm an idiot. This is me doing the show without Danielle. Danielle is the brains of the operation. Again, I'm just a monkey in front of the camera. You know, so if I forgot you, and it's something that I really do appreciate, and I like watching, I apologize. I will do a makeup video if you remind me that I do like your show. Enough of that. Alright, the first category of people that I do watch that I enjoy. Now, remember, I subscribe to probably every Pepper channel that I can find. And even though I watch them all, because I just like to be up to date on stuff that's out there, I don't enjoy them all. A lot of them I watch, and I just kind of feel like, dude, you shouldn't be in front of a camera. You don't know how to... I mean, not that I'm a professional. Again, I am not a professional by any ways. Danielle is a professional. She knows what she's doing, so she's molding the show into an actual show where things make sense and look better and get better and all that stuff. Anyways, enough of that crap. So again, if I subscribe to you and I didn't mention here, I'm being brutally honest. I don't think your show really offers anything that I need to watch. Anyways, first department that we're going to talk about here, first section I guess, would be the growers. Because I would be remiss if I did not mention T-Mutter first. Todd, who works out of Florida, who grows his own peppers, makes his own sauces, sends them out to 12.5 other YouTube channels. Like, people on this list, I can name at least 5 people on this list alone that he sent stuff to that they review on air. But he falls into the category of grower because most of his videos are, look at my garden, updates on my garden, this is my garden, I'm going to work from here with my garden. And he gives you tips and tricks and stuff like that on how to take care of your garden. And he's very proud of his garden, and he should be. Have you seen the latest video this guy put out? He's got like 40 12-gallon buckets to fill. His backyard is full of pepper plants, and the guy, I am so jealous and envious. Aside from the fact that this guy is the nicest guy out there, and he sends stuff to my show, and we do pepper exchanges and all that stuff. He does occasionally review them, but mostly he's a grower. No one's going to fit exactly into one specific category here, so I'm just going to kind of generalize. So he's a grower, and he's #1. I watch his show. I love his show. Seriously, if you watch my show, if you watch any of my shows and you are not subbed to Team Mutter, you're dead to me. I hate you. You're off my Christmas card list. I am never going to save you from drowning again. Just saying. Alright. Followed up after T-Mutter would have to be Hendrix1326. I love Hendrix1326. He's got a ton of videos out there where he reviews. He's like the best pepper reviewer out there because he dives right into it. He gives you an accurate review, and he also does growing. He does do reviewing and growing, but I'm going to put him in the growing category because a lot of his recent videos are talking about this year's harvest, and I'm addicted to watching them because the guy is a maniac. He has got so many peppers, so many plants, a great setup for growing them. You know, he talks about all kind of like edema and all these things that can go wrong with the pepper plants, and I'm learning so much that the guy, I trust his knowledge on these things. So he's falling under growers because he's a good reviewer, but I'm learning so much more about growing peppers by watching his videos. Followed up after that by Naga Canario. Doesn't have as many videos as the other two, but falls in the category of grower, and he does do some reviews. Nice guy. Got a good presence on the screen. You kind of follow what he's saying pretty well. And, again, a good show. Followed up by Paul Tonkin, or British Paul, as me and my group have decided to start calling him, because There's a lot of Pauls out there who do this type of thing. There's a Paul on Dude Where's My Challenge. There's a Paul on my show. So yeah, British Paul, we're going to call him. Although the Paul from Dude Where's My Challenge is also British. We'll just call him Skinny Paul. Whatever. Paul Tompkin is a grower. He does reviews. He's kind of like the British authority. He's like the British authority on hot peppers. So pretty much watching him, just defaulting to him for knowledge. That's my my group of growers there. Now, falling under the category of reviewers. Now, these are the people who review peppers, hot sauces, anything kind of hot and spicy in general. They do other things as well, but again, majority of the stuff they do is reviewers, and these are the ones I enjoy, in no order. Number 1, Ban Green. New kid. I've recommended him before on another channel, another episode. Wants to get into the pepper reviewing world, and by golly, he's on his way to doing that. Followed up by Reggae Frank. He does a bunch of videos. He's approaching the part where his subscribers, it's an important thing when you're starting off as a new YouTube channel. When your subscribers get to be more than the number of videos you've put out there, that's a good feeling. He's getting there. He's still relatively new. So, good luck to him. I'm hoping he gets up there. He does a lot of really good reviews. He does like countertop stuff, like hot sauces you can find, like Tapatía, Tabasco. You know, he's a good reviewer. Just needs to get maybe a little bit better lighting in his videos, like I'm one to talk. But you know, I mean, that's the only thing about his videos I'm not crazy about is the lighting and the audio. It just doesn't, it's kind of hard to understand what he's saying and what he's showing sometimes. Beagle Storm, next. I haven't seen any videos from Beagle Storm in a while. I really like Beagle Storm. He's kind of like this, he puts the professional scientific. He wears the gloves, he's got the fancy knife, he cuts the peppers over, he samples them. He's a great reviewer of the peppers, he talks about them, you learn a lot while watching him. Beagle Storm. Seriously, put out some more videos. Or maybe I'm just missing them. Maybe my subscription isn't as subscribable as I thought it was. That's a dumb way to put it. Jordan Lee, again. Jordan Lee from The Heat Seat, the show that, you know, when I was looking up to see if anybody has another show called In the Hot Seat that reviews hot sauce. This is the closest thing I found. Jordan Lee hasn't done a video in a year, 2 years. I don't know why. Jordan Lee, you're really good at reviewing hot sauces. I loved your system. I'd be lying if I said a part of my show was not inspired by your show. I love your show. I mean, obviously, the names are pretty similar, and I can honestly say I didn't steal the name from you. It just came to me on the fly, and then I looked up and found out yours. So I felt kind of bad. But you haven't done anything in a year. So, dude, come back, make more videos, sue me, and I'll stop and I'll change my name. Whatever. Just make more videos, dude. You're awesome. And, of course, you cannot mention any reviewers for Hot and Spicy without talking about Neil at the Hippie Seed Co. Hippie Seed Co. is the granddaddy, Papa King, shark, mother, father, whatever, of the entire pepper tasting world. The guy does not know what a spoon is. He has a shovel. He calls it a spoon. When he reviews sauces, he reviews, you know, the, tastes good. No, this guy, Naga Mustard. If you could find that episode, watch that. It's a shovel, and he just, this thick, and oh yum, and he's got an Australian accent or a New Zealand accent. I don't want to be wrong if it's one or the other. I'm sorry if I apologize. I just want to cover both bases. It's like, oh my mouth, oh it's yum, it's so good, and it's like he loves hot stuff, but he's just as crazy as anything I've seen online. His reviews are just nuts, and he is awesome. In fact, I'm going to probably just say the rest of this video, you know, can be summed up by watching. If you're not subscribed to him, do it. If you're anything of a chili head, Hippie Seed Co. Anyways, and they sell seeds too. That's where T-Mutter gets a lot of his stuff. Alright, the next category is called the showmen. They do reviews, but mostly they do, I think they put on like characters, because they give themselves names. They put on like showmen where they say, they review, but they also like, I'm going to do an incredible amount of heat. I'm going to do stuff that would kill a lesser person. I'm going to do all this crazy stuff. And they're showmen. The first one is Ted the Fire-Breathing Idiot, which is a great name. Ted Barris, you should check out his channel. But there'll be links to everybody in the descriptor for this video. All these ones I mentioned here. Ted the Fire-Breathing Idiot, he's like, he's the showman of the chili head community right now. Puts on a great show, has a great character. If it's not a character, then I apologize. Again, this is just how I interpret it. I watched the show. He actually gave my show, he gave my show a thumbs up. He said that it was pretty good, and that means a lot to me. Thank you, Ted. Ted Barris, Fire Breathing, and then followed up by the LA Beast. LA Beast doesn't do specifically hot stuff. He does a mixture of hot stuff. He kind of got famous on the Ghost Chili video. LA Beast he's a character, you know, he's a great character. He's like this tough guy, macho, yadu bro who goes out there and tackles all these eating challenges and then kicks their asses and, you know, again, a showman, a character. Not like, he's more, they're more interested in like showing off. Again, it's not like a showing off thing. That's a bad way to put it. They're putting on a show, so they're the showmen of the chili head community. I don't say that in a derogatory sense at all, because you know you need your showmen. You need entertaining shows. Next category is just called shows, because they just deal with all kinds of stuff, hot stuff, covering hot sauce conventions, having hot sauce food contests, reviews, contests, all kinds of stuff. And obviously I'm talking about I Love It Spicy. I Love It Spicy is a great channel. The Machine, my favorite guy on that channel. I wish they'd show more of him. That's actually the only category, because they just cover everything in the world of hot and spicy. So yeah, I Love It Spicy, great stuff. They're the only ones in that category, actually. The last category is, holy crap, this has been going on for 12 minutes, Jesus. The last category are channels that deal with other things, like food stuff, that occasionally go to hot stuff, and, you know, they work that stuff into there as well. First one, obviously, is Cult Moo. Cult Moo, they're known for just eating odd, weird things and drinking a lot. It's a great show, very entertaining. They have a sub-show called The Pepper Show, which is where they talk about and review peppers. So they're not specifically directed towards peppers, but they include pepper aspects of them. So they get mentioned on here, and I really enjoy watching Cult Moo, obviously. Done some collaborations with them, which I think is awesome, because every time I do a collaboration with them, I get a ton of new subscribers. So thank you, Cult Moo, for being an excellent show and for helping out a shithead like me. Next up is Reckless Eating. Same concept, pretty similar. They have a bigger audience base. They do pepper stuff. I don't think they do it as much as Cult Moo. Maybe it's about the same, because they deal more on the gross out factor. You know, I think they just recently put out a video of 16-minute. That's my ringtone. It's Skyrim, because I'm a huge nerd. They recently put out a video of 16-minute compilation of vomiting. So yeah, that shows you what kind of show they are. And again, very entertaining. I'm hoping to do stuff with them down the line. That'd be awesome. Finally, another show that includes spicy stuff but isn't specifically delegated to it, whatever the word is, Dude, Where's My Challenge? Which is a good show. They do a lot of food challenges, obviously the name would imply. My favorite video, still, Chili Con Carnage. Look that up. That kid, that skinny kid Paul, he does stuff that I would never. I love hot sauce and I love quantity. I would never consider doing what this guy does in Chili Con Carnage. It's just, ugh. And wasabi. He eats a ball of wasabi the size of a fist and just, and yeah, so those three guys fall into the include categories, because they include stuff to do with hot peppers, but they're not actually hot pepper stuff. So yeah, that's a final review of the shows that I watch and I recommend. Team Mutter, Hendrix1326, Naga Canario, Paul Tompkin, Band Green, Reggae Frank, Beagle Storm, Jordan Lee, Hippie Seed Co., Ted Barris, LA Beast, I Love It Spicy, Cult Moo, Reckless Eating, Dude, Where's My Challenge? This is Roland, signing out.